And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, stay at home moms and pops, retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver, the public transportation bus drivers. Shout out to the drivers, them. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in this morning. I thank you for being here. And here we are, another day. What's today? Today, a Wednesday. Let me check my phone before I go on with myself. All right. Happy hump day, everybody. Let's get over the hump, get on to this Thanksgiving weekend. And it's supposed to be a time of family, fun, get together, all that. I know some people are going to wax philosophical and say SoFlo Thanksgiving is about the slaughter of the Indians or the Native Americans and the celebration that took place after they had slaughtered these individuals for their land and resources. And it's not something that we should be celebrating and all that. I'm very well aware. All right. Don't need a history lesson. I'm very well aware. Some people celebrate, some people don't. What we do know is at this time of the year, most people get a little day and two off because some places close for business. A national holiday, them send people home. So it's usually the time where some family members can, buy a plane ticket, fly in, be around their loved ones, and these kind of things. I also told you before, remember I said, these times of the year is a stressful time of the year for a lot of people. Stressful time of the year for a lot of people. So you're going to find people acting out in many different ways. I was telling my audience, I believe it was Monday, go on hold it, or maybe it was Friday of last week. I don't remember. You know, my days run already, one into the other. But I told you that recently, right? And y'all see what happened at Walmart? Y'all seen what happened at Walmart, right? Why? So it's another case of mass shooting. But this time, the mass shooting was done by the actual store manager, the store manager of a Walmart. I've recently, I go to Walmart pretty frequently. I've been running into quite a few people who are supporters of the channel, who are subscribers. And we talk when we link up in a Walmart, or just say hi and, yeah, me know, says you, so Flo, I didn't know you live around these parts, and, casual conversation. And I did notice in the last few months that Walmart did up their security. So they started having like a roving, we call it a roaming guard outside in a vehicle, and they have actual security inside the store. Well, here where I live, they do anyways. So they have armed and unarmed security guards in there, and I thought this is a good move. This is a good move. Also, I noticed at the schools here, this has been a while now. There are police officers that are present at these schools now, both inside the school and outside the school. So it's that kind of an environment we live in, that kind of a climate where people head take them and they feel like they must just take out everybody and themselves at the same time. They don't want to go alone. They're ticked off with life and they are going to make some people feel the pain that they've been feeling. So we're going to talk about the Walmart shooting. I was hoping it was not a brother. I was I was hoping it wasn't, someone of the melanated persuasion, so to speak, and it turns out that it is. Yeah. So pressure bust pipe. Who just said that? Somebody just said pressure bust pipe. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling lonely. A lot of people are feeling under accomplished. You see people out here buying up all this and buying up all that, and their families having everything, and them getting new car again. A lot of people change their cars around this time of the year also. If you're gonna buy a car, good time to buy it now. For tax purposes, for those who are LLC'd out, business wise and all that, also for it's just good deals happen at this time of the year. Because if I have a car that I want to get rid of because I want to upgrade, then this the time of the year. You know your income tax coming in for most people, so them say, all right, I'm gonna take a like a 5 grand off my income tax. I saved 5 grand all year. That's $10,000. I don't want a car payment, so I'm gonna sell my car that I have now for $3,500. Add that to the little money when we have saved up with the income tax money, buy a nice vehicle, something like that, nicer or whatever. So you can get good deals on vehicles this time of the year. A lot of people are feeling some kind of way because they might drive past people who is upgrading around them. They're not feeling like they're going anywhere. They're stuck in a job or a career field that they don't like. Just everything. They have no family and friends to come visit. There will be no big Thanksgiving dinner gathering at grandma's house or mommy's house for them. They have nobody around, nobody to speak to, and these kind of things. See, so people crack under these pressures, and it looks like that's exactly what happened in this case. All right. Soldier 819 says, I and my family, we don't celebrate these holidays. The Easters, the Christmas, the Thanksgiving, and all that. Yeah. I'm drawn into it. I used to say I'm gonna celebrate them thing there, but when you become like the leader of a household and you have children, I don't feel it necessary to tell my children we not celebrating none of this stuff. So they can sit and watch everybody else celebrate it, right? I tell them what it's about. I give them the history on all the holidays, because all of them holidays have a history. And then we still use it as a time to gather and to be around each other. Because, like I said before, it's a time where some people get a break, and more than likely, the family can come together. My kids are off from school now. Any other time, my kids would be in school, or they would be too busy running around with football, this basketball, that dance classes here, there, these kind of things. So it's a good time to come together, not necessarily to celebrate the holiday itself in particular, but good time to come together. And also, people look forward to what's called Black Friday. And again, there's a story behind the whole Black Friday and the auctioning off of us, our ancestors, slaves on a Black Friday. Big sale go on, you can get a big buck. His name is Soflo, and he is 6'5", 290 pounds, and he looks sturdy. He can do a lot of breeding and bring you more and all this. So them used to advertise, That's how they used to advertise us. All right. Works long and hard, and he goes, he's a stallion, and these kind of things. Man, I make myself sound good even as a slave. Works long and hard, and he's a stallion, and these kind of things. Boy, but that's how they used to auction we off. But I know the whole background again. But people look forward to the sales, because this is the time of the year where them choose to put everything on sale. I've seen some big screen TV for those who want a big screen TV. I see a 75-inch yesterday, huge. 75-inch, I saw it for like $400. I was like, what? So, people go for that and all these things. The place busy. Those who work at certain places, they are highly overworked, stressed out, and underpaid. This is why I try to motivate my children, and I tell them, I say, listen, go hard in school, in sports, in whatever it is. Try to be the best that you can be. Anybody here that's better than you, try to up your level on them. Make sure you get to where you're going, or this vision you have in your mind of yourself. That way, you wake up every day doing the things that you love to do in the future. Whatever you do for the next 5 years will probably determine the next 20 to 25 years of your life, right? So me talk to my youth them, because I know what it feels like to wake up and just be going. And you just go to this one that you don't like and that one that you didn't like. Me used to do it. I worked two jobs that I hated, and I hated both of them. And I worked one full time during the day and one full time during the night that did not let us out until morning light. See, 11 to 7, them kind of something there. And I hated both of them, but I had a goal in mind, and I wanted to get to a place where I didn't have to do that anymore. So years down the road, I don't look at myself and say, boy, I'm tired out, and me I get sick now. And at 10 years now, me I work them two jobs and can't make ends meet. Still, you have to have an end goal in mind. I shout out people every morning when we do morning thoughts, and to the people them who I say, To the people who work multiple jobs, I have the utmost respect for you. It's because I really, really do have the utmost respect for you. Socioeconomically, most people who end up working two jobs are people that aren't able to make it with one. Period. See? So yeah, overwork yourself and you're trying to use two checks to make ends meet at the end of the month. And sometimes it's still barely meeting and these things. So it's that time of the year, my friend. People stress out. Uh do me a favor, please, and hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button this morning. Let's get the likes up. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. My sister Kai Tai Jai Empress says, please hit the like button. That's all we're asking. Just please hit the thumbs up button as we go into the material this morning. So before we big up some people, 7 dead confirmed after Walmart manager opens fire on staff. I saw an update right when I was about to start just now that says 10 dead. I don't know if it's misinformation or if it's updated information. 7 dead, but at the manager, and the way how it happened, boy. All right, then we're gonna talk about the prime minister now has on the table. We've been saying for the longest, these laws that they have, Jamaica now, we have switched for a minute. These laws we have, they're not deterrents. So a boy feel like Sam can kill you, and he's 20 years old and he's 25 years old, and all he's going to get in prison is 14, 15 years, and then he'll be out again. So I'm done mats up the thing and I said, sure, come on by the time I'm 45 or something, I'm still young and can live life and these things. Well, the prime minister is now saying, they're putting on the table, it's on the table, it's about to go into and should be signed into law shortly. That's the aim. 30 years at a minimum for any murder conviction. 30 years at a minimum. Usually they would start out at 15 and then they would work their way up. 15 years, okay, he wasn't remorseful, add another 2 years. All right, he's this, he's that, add another 10 years. And then that's how they end up calculating your sentence before the judge hand it down, how much time you're going to do in prison. Usually they would start out at 15 for a human life. Imagine that, your family member get killed and them sit down there, start out at 15. What if they end up at 16? So you got 16 years for taking away a family member of mine, a close friend of mine. That's it. These things happen all the time. So 30 years is on the table. Don't say it can't be done, because see the gun law, something that they talked about. Look how quickly they started talking about this in about January, February, them time there. And by the time end of the year come November, it now sits at that. If you get caught with an illegal firearm in Jamaica, your sentencing will be starting out at, just know say you're not doing no less than 15 years. That's it. They want to make it the same for murder. Just know once you commit a murder, you're not doing anything less than 30, right? And we're gonna talk about, is that a deterrent? Some people are gonna say it should have been more. Some people should have said bring back the death penalty and all these things. So we'll get into that. All right. Shenzia, lighten the moment for a minute and celebrate somebody. Shenzia, she buys her new Lamborghini Urus. Um, it's a celebratory moment, not necessarily worshiping material things, but it shows a certain level of achievement. And we're going to talk about all that too. The same fight on and everything, and when people don't see your vision, like how you see your vision, but you're locked in and you don't listen to naysayers and all these things. So we're gonna big up Shenseea, talk about our Lambo Urus and all these things, how much it costs and what type of lifestyle she's living and her goals for the future and all that. There's a headline yesterday that says the soldier shoots Skillibeng, not the artist. There's a man in our community that they call Skillibeng after the artist's name. And I saw the video and I left a comment. I said, did I just see a guy running in a red shirt and a soldier shoot him in his back? He was running away from the soldier and the soldier shot him in his back. Is that what I just saw? It's just a question I ask. Me see it on the video, but I want to make sure that my eyes weren't the only eyes that was seeing something else. Of course, people fly down upon me. What you did there when time him did a fling rock stone after the police, them all this. Also, there's a video out there of a popular person in Jamaica who is mentally unsound. Is a woman. Backstory, I don't know too much if it's true. I heard that, she looked like she used to be really beautiful. And them show pictures and I said, yo, this is she back in her days. She used to look good and things. She get on drugs and then she lost her mind and she's out in the streets addicted to drugs. Anyway, a brother was coming down the sidewalk. This is in Jamaica, this one. Was coming down the sidewalk and she was standing in front of him. Now she's known to do this. She walk up to people's car, she try to put her head in at the window, she cuss people, she all them kind of something that she run joke. She's well known. A foreign me live, I me know her, right? So she's well known. He ups his gun as she was walking towards him. Him try and move left, she move left. Him try and move right, she move right. He pulled out his firearm, hold it steady, pointed it at her forehead. The big debate now is, was he right for doing that? Or the FLA need to take away his firearm? So what I'm going to do is just give a little bit of an insight again and do some teaching on gun laws, because I'm a carrier myself, on gun laws and how to or when to. When is it legal and okay to fire, to shoot? When is it legal and okay to pull your firearm, hold it on somebody, and all these things? Because I notice that people have it misconstrued, and some people feel like any time is okay, and it's not, right? That's what we have on the table this morning. I'm happy to be here, feeling good. Went on the road, came right back home. No story to talk about. Me and Shakira should have tell another story that one day to come. But here I am. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be somewhere else for a week and drove hours away from home and drove right back home. Long story short. Asarin Odetta is in the building this morning. Guava 876. Pussy Galore is here. Star K is here. Lisa Watkins is here. First five in. King Biggs Daya, Morning Fam. Marcia McGann Lopez is here. Carrie Ann Jones is here. Mr. Article Don is in the building. Pussy Galore is in the building. Lisa Watkins. Every time I say Pussy Galore, I feel like a picnic, like a kid where you get away with saying something that you know you're not supposed to say, kind of thing. I don't know why it chuckles. Carrie Ann Jones is here. Mr. Article Don Pussy Galore is here. Lisa Watkins, Denzel Gale, Soldier 819 in the building. Wayne Nathan is here. Lady J is in the building this morning. Candice on the beat. Thank you for being here. Darlene Walter Riley. Thank you for being here. Audrey Wright, Morning Fam, and present teacher. Janet Stewart's here this morning. BM Daya, Angel of Mine. Marilyn Grant is in the building this morning. Says good morning to everyone in the chat room. King Biggs says feeling great this day. Not true, King Biggs? And giving thanks. See, Thanksgiving is every day. Virtuous Fire is in the building this morning. Carrie Ann Jones, Real G there. Fallon Carrington is here. Shalom. Blessings and thanksgiving to you and your whole house. Same to you, my friend. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr. Prelis 123. Angel of Mine is here. Angel of Mine says, like up the live as you rock and come in. Rock and come in, myself, rock and come in. Here, have you all seen the video with Phantom Moja and Jabooks? What's up? As soon as just a rock and come in, it kind of like, reminds me of music. So that come to mind. Patty Barrett is here this morning. Reggae Girl Bento, I haven't seen you in a while. Top of the Wednesday morning to you, my friend. Hope all is well. I know say work have some people away and you can't get to tune in, but you tune in later on during the day and still watch the playback, don't? All right. Rolling Trinity 876 is in the building this morning. Blessings, family. Remember, no problem, only situation. You make your situation a problem. If you want to be a brother, go with God. Happy Thanksgiving to all. That way. Sean Cassell. Good morning, Sean. Thank you for being here. And Sean says, please like up the live. Please hit the thumbs button for us. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cats Moni and Little Red Gucci 2 is in the building. Good morning and thank you for being here. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your house. Nadiv Smith is here. Hot and spicy there. Senior Sexy there. If I didn't call your name, Kaz Robinson, Dorothy T, RBK, and all these people here, family members, you already know how it go already. All right, manners and respect and enough love to you same way. Now let's get into our topics. Did y'all see the video though? Seriously, did y'all see the video with Phantom Moja and why me skip your Brummel right? Oh my gosh. My sister, me never see you, you know. I didn't see you. I'm here. Me not know me eyesight. Must say I got on me, but I didn't see your name. Big up yourself and thank you for being here. Soldier 819 says rules of engagement doesn't apply to people in Jamaica. Boy, guess what? We live in the world now where we have the internet and these smartphones and everybody have one, so it's better. But seriously, may I ask you again, have you seen the video with Phantom Moja and Jabooks? Ah, Alangola. You remember Jabooks, right? Alangola. The man said, they won't take Mama Africa from me again. Me say, yes, me gone to Africa now because that song was so powerful. Listen. Phantom Moja and Jabooks. Jabooks' latest song with Phantom. Them must have taken down the video, I don't know. Or them not label the video properly. But Phantom Moja. And you know, Phantom Moja is one of them man that where people used to say, cause him wear tight pants before everybody else did I wear tight pants. So people was like, oh Rastafari wear tight pants, the man pants tight like spandex. Like him have to hang them up and jump down in them and aisle up himself to draw them up and thing. But his rebuttal to that was stop watching pants. And you know, most Jamaicans they're gonna turn it into something homosexual, like yeah, Batman dog, yeah, watch man. Or you say the man pants tight if you're not watch the man and all these. So they tried to correct the Rasta on him, his dressing. And Phantom said, nah, listen to nobody about that. See, my turban tight, my belly big and my t-shirt tight, my pants them tight, to everything just tight like the budget. Just go ahead and listen to my music and stop watching my clothes. We say, all right, cool. We'll stop listening to, stop watching clothes. Listen to the content of the music, because that is what it's about. Merited. Then Phantom drop a song and a video and a beer skin out and I said girls in there. And it was weird. It was weird to see a Rasta, dedicated Rasta, or well perceived to be, because that's what him put forth in the public. And it was strange to see, because me come from a time when Rasta tell woman say, yo, Empress, cover up yourself. And them used to talk to the younger ladies, them young ladies, They were the people in the community that used to talk strength and used to talk sense into younger people. So my girl, you say, yeah, reasoning. You see, one time you go outside and, you about to draw them out the door and one can see the two lip them on two sides of your pum print out and me can see your nipple them pierce and everything because you have no brazier and you titty them out and these things. When you go outside, look them way you draw a certain kind of attention to yourself, which sometimes can come with some trouble. You see me, and it's some trouble sometimes where you yourself can navigate your way out of. Not saying that you don't have the right to do certain things, seeing because of freedom we're saying these things, but you have to be careful in these times, sister. Me, I wonder which part them Rasta they gone because when me see the video, me see Batty jaw clapping, me see pum cheeks out and stunting, me see, I said to myself, say, our Rasta in this song I sing. But when we said something about it again, here they come again. Yo, dog, you must be back to back. That's what they always classify you as, right? Which man wouldn't want to see a video like this with some sexy woman and some little piece or something, a wind up themselves or something, I say. So you can't say what's not good anymore, or you can't. And then again, on the other hand, I must be fair. Most of the people them we are talking about, yo, them people they are not real Rasta. Those people who are saying them people they are not real Rasta, you never Rasta tried yet. You never take on a Rasta trad yet. You don't know nothing about being a Rasta. You don't know nothing about Rasta life. You don't know nothing about the teachings of His Imperial Majesty. You don't know nothing about the diet and these kind of things, levity. You just say the Rasta backslide, and if you kick him off of the bench and cuss him out, and I remember a Rasta name, something Blacks. I forget his name because them kick him out of the industry. Could I really sing? Somebody might remember him. Him could have really sing. And when the Rasta they cut him locks, the amount of comment on social media, yo Sizzlon, if you kick it off at the bench, she said them man they use Rasta to come in, and they wouldn't listen to the man music, and him did hot at the time, Him did hot at the time. You don't know who him get a big song, him fly out. I don't know who tell him say listen. Barrington Levy sings conscious music without dreadlocks, and there are many others. You can do it too. And it will open more doors for you and thing. But the only problem is him did link with the real Bobo and your 12 tribe and them thing there. So when him come back now, everybody was like, where you go on? They wouldn't support the man again. So I don't know if I don't want to beat anybody down to the point where I take away their bread. Because people have to feed them family and these things. Phantom Moja has been in the industry for a long time. So he know the industry work, and he knows me I put out good work, but the songs them not hitting. And told me they are studio a long time, me hand them soft, so I don't feel like me can go swing no machete and cut on woodland and them thing there and carry water upon head and them something there. Feel like we can take on the farming now physically to support the family. So we have to go find a song that sings sex sells. Well, Rasta is selling sex, and here we are. And so the first video come out. Now, all right, that breeze off, right? That gone down the road a little bit. Boom, bam, me get up the other morning, Phantom Moja and Jabooks. Something about 24 lashing. She got that the 24 lashing. I want to tell you something about the song. Me play the song, right? And as soon as I played it, guess who they behind me? I repeat the chorus. Kai. Me I make a video and me I laugh about it. And say I'm gonna talk about this song for SoFlo TV, but you gonna hear the song yet? She will get the 24 lashing, something sing up and down the 24 lashing. As me said that, the little boy at the back of me, and him can't stop singing it. Even throughout the day. This tell me say music, music or something else. Even throughout the day, ear Kai. Something got the 24 lashing, up and down the 24 lashing. To me, it sounds like it hurry up and put together. I don't know what happened to the vocals, kind of Safanta usually sound. But maybe he was playing with sound and trying to create a new sound and thing. 24 lashing, it should name. I would be mad if they took it down. 24 lashing, Phantom Moja. Let me see. Them have to go take the royalties from them video this morning if me find this, because me I play it out. Phantom Moja talks about career, children, and divorce and something. Okay, so I guess you must either go through a divorce and decide it's a midlife crisis and it's time for me. I only order too long, yeah, man. I want some of them thing they took. You see, woman, them all them look, me can't find it. I don't know if they took the video down, but somebody go watch the video if you know where it's at. Phantom Moja and Jabooks. Jabooks now. Jabooks is this Rasta man where deeply melanated and him look like a figure where commands authority. And Jabooks have a way when him perform him like clarity in his music, clarity in his delivery and thing. So when him going at it, they won't take Mama Africa from me again. I say, yes, give me chills. Yeah, Alangola, Alangola. I say, what? That song they did powerful. The song give Jabooks wings, cause him fly out. All right. I don't know if Phantom Moja go link up Jabooks and say, yeah, what? Nothing I'm going for you and nothing I'm going for me. So I could put it together and make something. One. She go get the 24 lashing up and down the 24 lashing. And me I said to myself, say, here we go again. Rastaman, naked sisters in video. Them not naked, them in a bathing suit and thing. Them a wind up themselves, you know, batty jaw out, clapping, you know, pum pum cheeks out and stunting, breast jumping. Very little is covered and left to the imagination kind of thing. And again, now it's not only Phantom Moja, he's multiplied. Can bring along Jabooks this time. So let me see it, me I said to myself, say Jabooks, what happened to Angola? Like where is the vibes and vibration from Angola? May I say yes to 24 lashing? I want to go on. But me have to laugh ya start because me a look for all Sizzler. Sizzler must have scratch him head. But you know, when Sizzler did it first, when Sizzler came out with, I think him did a war with somebody. A cargo, me no remember. I don't remember why the song was made, but I remember some big long gun I run up on them, extra magazine I done up on them, war them from night till sun up on them. Youngsters, gorillas come up on them. What does you mean nothing to me? Stirring up my anger, that's nothing to see. You know, Sizzler come out, brawling for the war. Big long gun I run up on them. Everybody say, more fire, fire, burn that out. Sizzler, we don't want to see that. Not from you. We want to hear Mama, this song about Mama and them kind of song there. Yes, we don't want to hear no big long gun run out on nobody and gangsters, gorillas come out on nobody. Them beat Sizzler bad. And then Sizzler did have one next one now where him say pump up our pum 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 our pum pum. Show me rub it up, boom, pump up our pum pum. And them say, yo, the Rasta ya gone low. Pump up our pum pum. Eh? That's low vibrational. What kind of song you sing? Sizzler cut. Him not do no more of them the kind of song that he went right back to, you know, them other tune there. Them other tune, the powerful tune, them was Sizzler have so much songs. I can't even pull one off at the top of my head right now because it's too many. Yes, Kaitaja Empress, pump it up. Pump up our pum pum pump up our pum pum. Show me ram it up. Pum. Yeah, why sex sounds like that for us, Caribbean people? Crash up and mash it up and cock it up and jerk it up and dig out there and pump up our pum pum. Anyway, it's like a war, it's like a battle we're going to combat. It's not lovemaking we are dealing with. We are dealing with hawks out and them kind of sitting there. Why? Anyhow, Sizzler didn't make any more of those songs. Sizzler went right back to they can't keep a good man down and them the kind of song they will uplift we and them thing there and teach we. Yeah, and go back to that. But Phantom look like he's not going back to that. He looks like he's straying further into the 24 lashing kind of thing, you know, battle jaw clapping and these things. Yeah. Don't know. What do you think? Is it a good look? Are you one of the people that say leave people alone? Is it artistic freedom? He should be morph into anything he wants to be. We are multi-dimensional beings. Me again or something for saying. You know. We are multi-dimensional beings, so nobody no exists for one plane. Sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad. I'm not gonna say me bad all the way. Anything bad for that sure. Sometimes sometimes we're innocent and then sometimes we're not. Are you one of those people or you feel like say Rasta gone Lou? Not low, Lou. You feel Rasta gone Lou, the vibration gone, the fire stop burning or them quench the fire, or you feel like I know that come to talk about this morning, you know. Somebody in here says something about rock and come in and it does spark musical thing in my head. I remember Phantom Moja and Jabooks. No more Angola. 24 lashing is what it is. It is. He was promoting the right thing. No body thing was being promoted. Yes, soldier, but them never want to hear that. They said that it was too graphic for a Rasta man. You know, you can still talk about make love to the Empress and these things, but you know, if you talk about just go straight to pump up or pum pum. That's like right. There's nothing left to the imagination. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing left to the imagination. And that the people them did I say, want to caress her and love her down and whisper words and sweet nothings in our ears and all these things are sweet words in our ears and these things. Touch her gently and want to that. Then they have to put in the song. We know that the pumping of the pum pum part is going to happen if everything else goes right. So why you gone right to pump up our pum pum pump? She not get no love in that song, dog. You just gonna pump up the pump up. So that's what the people was talking about. They didn't expect that from Sizzler. They didn't want it from him. And he listened. He listened. Right? Legendary Sizzler. Him listen. And him change course and said, no, no more of that. That not necessary for me in my catalog. See? That was my jam. Can't I Jai Empress? That was your jam. Really? Really? Tells said them need for trim. But Phantom and Jabooks need for trim. Jabooks, Phantom Moja. I know me say so. Okay. Come here, so some of them Rasta man are bad man them, you know. Some of them Rasta artists here is bad man and them have a bag of Rasta man around them where a bad man too. So I don't want them come to me like them can't hold me and do me nothing cause hey, oh yeah, talk bad about my general. So upon you little show. That's not the case. I know me say so is tells say so. Tells say to need to trim. That I just asked how the people them feel about the song. Right? Cock it up, jack it up, dig out the red. Rub on the thing they pan the body head. Ram it and jam it and rev out the whole. Jeez. And then on a blame the newer generation and the younger people them a big people do them something there. Because these songs are from back when. Not true? Why? I feel Rastas are held in the same standards like when they held Sizzler accountable for his lyrics. That's true. But you have some unruly Ras when I'm gonna listen, you know. Was it Munga? Munga was the one that came out with Gangsta Ras first, you know. Nobody never used to associate gangster with Rasta, you know. And Munga said Gangsta Ras, and from him said that, there it goes. It was off and running. So he can hold the accolades for that. And I think now, after burning theme image for years, more Ras in the industry now want to be gangster Ras as well. Them say Munga already paved the way, so anything else we bring out. But me never say Munga bring out no. Well, no, Munga sing all kind of song. Yeah, Munga sing all kind of song, but he make you know from the door. Say, yeah, I have a broom and I have a broom. Right? The two of them sweep. One sweep the streets and one sweep Bubba broom. You do the maths, right? Anyhow, me not say nothing about that, man. I just found it comical seeing it. And if you see it out there, because I can't find it, somebody please send me the link to it. Because I do want to play it on here this morning. When I saw it, I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it. I listened to just enough to realize, because it's a clip, I did see, I never see the whole video. So I don't even know if it dropped yet. I saw a clip, and you know, on Instagram, the clip keep on a play over and over. So me, I look on it to say, is this really a Phantom Moja this? And then me see Jabooks drop in, and me say, are Jabooks this? The Jabooks from Angola, Jabooks this? Oh, okay. Mr. Jabooks put up recently, right after that, happy birthday to my wife. And, you know, his wife is of the other persuasion. Let's just say she is not black or she is not of African ancestry as the aesthetics would describe her to be. You know, you can look at me and say, I want a black man that. She look like she come from the other, right? Why them beat him on that comment section? He was not the first one to do that either. Sing about the African empress and how you should love her up, and she is the mother of creation and she deserves love and respect and honor and dignity and these things. And then it's time to wife, and man come back from Europe with with gifts. Come back from Europe bearing gifts in the form of a person. Meet my wife. You know, so them cuss them all the time. Yo, you see them Rasta, yeah? Up there talk about empress mustn't this and woman shouldn't that, and look who them go wife when a time for wife. So some people have an issue with it. Me have no issue with it. You go where love is, my friend, and who loves you back. Nowadays it's hard to find somebody who actually really love you. Somebody will actually really care about you. You know, most relationship nowadays is some kind of an arrangement to go on. Even if you don't even know it. You might in an arrangement now that they I give your heart, soul, and round the whole, and you're the only one that's in it. You're the only one that's in it. See? So if you find somebody out there that's in it with you, that person who you can call, let me tell you the kind of love I talk about. When time your man go a road, you make sure so you keep your phone close by. That's how much they care about you. When your woman go a road, you're a man, you're there at the yard, you make sure you keep your phone close by, because anything happen to wife you out there, you want to make sure say, I don't miss that phone call, and I'm the first person she can call. I'm running to her rescue and these things, right? So people care about you. Actions speak louder than words, man. So anybody you find who are gonna love you up like that, my friend, care about you and want to do this life with you for the long haul, I not really think it matters what skin color, hair texture, creed, what the rest of them name, you know, go already how we divided up in all kind of parts. Instead of just saying humans, I really don't think it matters. You know, love finds itself in your life, and sometimes you're just wowed by how it came. Speaking of that, wowed by how it came. Ross McGowan topic this morning. August Alsina. August Alsina was with Will Smith's wife, right? Yeah. And they came out, and I know me, I make this up. They came out, ethnicity, pussy galore. Well, they came out and talk about how the entanglement went. Remember that? And entanglement was trending for a while because the word entanglement came by Jada Pinkett Smith saying it turned into a bit of an entanglement. She said August was going through some health issues. He's the same age as their son, minus 1 year or plus 1 year. Like they might see him age pretty much. That's how they met him. And you know, rich people stuff. And son has a friend who is going through some health crisis type thing, some kidney or liver something that I got through. Me just read it up yesterday. So she said, yeah, it turned out, started out as a mother kind of role, you know, taking care of him, getting him the right resources, you know, them know a doctor where better than the doctor, them where we regular people know, cause them money up here, so them get the utmost of treatments, linking me in with the health team and all these things and help him to get healthy. And it went from that to it turned into an entanglement. It turned that's how the woman explained it. Did you remember Will Face? Anyways, that August Alsina, there's a show going on VH1. I don't remember the name of it, but August came out. I put the video up on my other channel yesterday. These are the topics I do over there in my straight American accent. No chatwa, no chatting patwa. But since we're on this morning, August came out with his new love. He said he prayed for love. And lo and behold, it showed up just in a different form. Wanna see it? Did y'all see it yet? I mean, no, it says Soji see it. Because we see Soji over there. I don't know who else see it. Him sick and dropping her hole, forget better. She have the fountain of you. Boy, what you say? What you say? And Carrie Ann Jones said him did sick and dropping her hole. Ooh, the man come out with a boyfriend, my friend. A boyfriend. Yes. He says he has a boyfriend now. That's something that where the Jamaican singer Dalton Harris they take on pansexual. Pansexual means them not have no them not have no it no matter where it is. See, as long as the vibes is right between us, we can take it there, kind of thing. As long as the vibes is right between us, we can take it there. Doesn't matter. So if me a vibe with a woman this evening and you know things are good at place and feel like you know everything is connecting, yeah, we can take it there. People say, okay, that's fine. I mean, it's a woman, but yeah, you're not gonna do one night stand or something like that and then get entangled and thing. And I don't promote it, but hey, grown people, do your thing. If me I chill with my brethren them this evening, everybody, you know, when brethren I play a domino and hang out and have few drinks and them something, and people start say, ready for go home now, you know. So here what? Big up on yourself here. Me catch you later. Call wife and say, yeah, babe, me soon reach home, you know. Me I left around that boy them and thing. Everybody start going to separate ways, and only you and John are left. John not reach home yet. You and John start getting a conversation, two man, and the vibes. I saw them say that's what Pan African. Hear me about Pan African. Somebody forget beaten. That's what pansexual means. I'm just trying to give you a good breakdown so you understand, right? Because Dalton Harris, a Jamaican, and that him come out as says there is no boundaries, there is no limit. I'm not looking at anything on the outside of anybody. I'm looking to the inside. So it's the spirit within the person that I want to be with. The ginger go up in my nose. Can't nobody make you switch lanes unless she was already in that lane, LOL. Well, you know, so there's a story out there, right? That how him actually got into Will and Jada stuff. Now, remember, I know I don't want to be Cardi B and the girl there with the glass, a wine, Tasha K. You know, nobody can sue me because you know have them the kind of money there. So it's rumored out in the road, say that little youth there went up to them place and was fascinated by everything, and you know, he was a friend of the son, so he had access. And it turned out that him run up in a two freaky parents in there, cause them have one freaky kind of lifestyle with them do. And you know, whatever floats your boat stuff. And he became a part of that. That's why the youth did that say Will gave him permission, and Will says, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And them start show whole heap of picture of him and Will hanging out. Right? No. Will said, me never give him no permission. I didn't know you were piping my wife. What the hell? Jada says, Will didn't give him no permission. I don't think, like, now he's making stuff up. But him have a book coming out. Him say, I'm going to reveal everything in the book. The rumors that I was hearing from before, me still I say it's rumors. Nobody come try to sue me. I didn't say it was factual. Is that Will used to badam bam boom bam that one there, and then start left him around the house and go about him business with him others because they were open. Start go about him business with him others. You know, you're there with the same woman for how many years, things get tired. You know, the same backers, the same foot in that ear, the same ride palm me and boring. I want something different now. So him had other women. Plus he's Will Smith, you know, A-lister, Hollywood multi-millionaire, that kind of sitting. So I'm go explore. And I left the boy around at the yard there. And the boy start deal with the matter if with the wifey. Because I mean she used to be involved as well. So it went from a threesome to a twosome. And that's where the hurt came in. And so them say, me want read the book because I want to find out. Me don't know. Sometimes I love the mix up for true me in a people business. No lie. No lie. I am. And boy, brother came out and said, I prayed for love. And it showed up. Lo and behold, it showed up. But it showed up in a different way. Meet my man, my boyfriend. To each his own. To each his own. I live in the United States of America most months of the year. So I'm not gonna come by here, come go and like say, I can't really do nothing about nothing. And I don't want to either. I'm just putting it out there for entertainment purposes. It is what it is. It is what it is. I try to find, I'll know me still I try to find this. Up and down the 24 lashing, she go, the 24 lashing. Can't find it. Anyhow, here what? August was just a passing plate. Jada is the man in the relationship, says. Somebody else said August was just a passing plate. Yeah, I think August did take it to heart and, end up feel used. Him always distract me though, as somebody that has issues. Like he was always depressed looking. And he always looked like somebody were on the verge of checking out kind of thing. Needed some mental health help and counseling and something and some upliftment and thing. Maybe it's because that's what was bothering him. Maybe he was that all along and want to come out publicly but can't. But I'll tell you what, it's commonplace nowadays, so I don't know, big deal. Everybody hitting switches nowadays. Me not hit no switches. Me I stay up on the one lane, which part me know if it stay. Cause I just saw me feel comfortable on that one road there. Yeah, me feel comfortable on that one side of the fence. But yes, people jumping both sides of the fence now and straddling the fence too. And there are women out here now who don't mind. A brother said to me yesterday in a comment section, him say, so, Flo, what I don't understand is this, and I'm not here to bash anybody for how they want to live. I'm all for everybody living how they want to live. But never in the history of me being here on earth, I think the person said I'm in them 30s, they've never seen so many sisters who are all for this, like co-sign how the man them switch up. And when a man can come and say, yeah, me like both. I want you and I want your brother. And that kind of stuff. And the sisters them now are like, yeah, anything that's good for you, go ahead, boo, do your thing, big up yourself. And some of them even date and don't have a problem being with. If the man feel like him want in a relationship now with a woman, him do that. That relationship that don't last, the next person he's with is a man, him do that too. And then him switch back to a woman, him do that too. And they're open. Like them tell them. So yeah, I was with guys before, but you know what I'm saying, I feel like being with you now. And them rock and roll with it just the same way. It's like that's how we there. That's how we there. So poor all me, where they come from old times, come back up in a new times. Me I feel like we adjust, and so shall the rest of we. Right? Now take it up on your head and kai heavy. Left it right to short today. The system has educated them that way, says Kaz Robinson. Yeah, to each his own, man. To each his own. I'm just telling you, because some people are in the dark. Some people really don't know, say, I saw the world I run. And I saw the world I run. I'm telling you right now, especially amongst younger generation, anybody, I would say probably about 25 and below, 30 and below, them they have no reservations about. See? It's like, so what? And yeah, okay, talk about something else. Not a big deal. He is, yeah, and yeah, I did it. And what? So, so it's that's all. I only older up, I gonna be like, what the hell going on around here? Y'all done changed up the whole game, but it is what it is. Old times come meet new times, clash of culture and thing, and we're here to see how things change into the new times. I just tell my son them still, man, I say, yo, I feel bad for y'all because it's gonna be rough out there trying to find. Not just, you end up with a woman and then end up, true story, true story. Let me tell you a true story real quick. Can't call no name though, because them people here know exactly who me I talk about and they do watch this. Me know a Jamaican couple, church couple, see? Husband and wife, church couple. They were the tightest, best S of couple. If you see couples goals, them time they may are going to church and things. See, but me just go because, some me grew up and plus people me know what's going on, I go to and go all I met and thing. And this couple was the kind of couple you look up to. Like, me want to be like them. Kids well put together, the baby them carve out, look like a perfect combination of mommy and daddy and these things. Them coming to church and sing the loudest and shout and praises and pray hard and, well respected within the church and thing. Check this out. The wife, it wasn't, they were married for years, and it wasn't until way into the relationship, years down the road, a police get called upon the wife. And then, of course, your wife out there getting locked up, and she has spent the weekend in a jail. One time you're wondering where the hell my wife is. I saw the husband get to find out our go on. And when time him get the full story, you know what the full story is? His wife wasn't just into women. His wife was the man in the relationship. And his wife had a woman that she was stalking. And she go get locked up that weekend because she beat her girl. So you left your husband here now and you tell your husband and your kids, say, Mommy soon come here, go out, go around a auntie so and so, or go around a cousin so and so, I'll be back soon. And it's time with your honey boo on the other side. And it was a Jamaican couple, and it was the woman that was the one that was that. And I saw this man I find out, say, him wife in a full-blown relationship. Them have all a restraining order was put out against her. That's how she got arrested. And she violated the restraining order because she had stopped the woman where she dealt with. Catch her and beat her and get locked up that weekend there. And that's so story broke her husband find out. So, like I was saying before, you can really deal with somebody for years and years and you have no idea and no clue. Me I watch a movie with wife the other day, and the husband says something to the wife, and the wife say, yeah, and how long I've been with you, and you still didn't know that I was into vajayjay. Talk about people who are married like 30 years, big grown people. Okay. So you don't know. You don't know. I encourage people again to be themselves. That way me know from the gate, say, are your thing that? All right, boss, your thing that. I know how your thing go, and that's that. Right? I think the life works better that way for the whole away. When time we encourage people to be themselves. Nobody not feel depressed. Come out and live, man, and be you. And that's it. And me know if we stay out of your way or what we can do and how we can do them or where we are gonna work on and when we can work together or whatever the case may be. See, I think it's the not knowing that have a lot of people on edge sometimes. What happened in the dark always comes out to light. Yes, BM, for sure. For sure. But when I tell you that this couple that I'm telling you about, I was shocked, beyond shocked, beyond shocked. And of course, it destroyed their relationship. Our divorce came after, and none of them are in church anymore. All that. And them in a church from before me know when. So, you know, Bob Marley have a saying, see? And Bob Marley said, you can fake it, but the real you will eventually filter right back out. See, you can fake it for days, weeks, months, and years. You can fake it, but the real you will eventually filter right back out. And so, at the end of the day, why not just be you? Go and go be you. At 2022, we are going at 2023 just now. Nobody don't really care no more. See? Now, let's talk about this. Let's give a little big up for a second. Shout out to Shenzia. Shenzia got the co-sign from Vibes Cartel. And after that, it was just superstardom. Shenzia did turn her back in a sense on dancehall, the thing that built her, but I don't think she really turned her back. Sitting and analyzing, the girl have a dream for herself, right? She had a dream for herself. She said, one day, you can imagine growing up, right? We all had big dreams. And she says, one day I'm going to be a singer. And somebody said, well, I'm going to do reggae, sing reggae. She says, no, I'm going to sing dancehall and reggae. Maybe one dancehall artist. But my goal is to really be an international superstar like a Rihanna or something like that. Most people are going to look at you and tell you, say, go sit down. Go sit down. Or find something else to do because that is highly unlikely and impossible. Pretty close to impossible. She stuck to her dreams, right? Okay. I think Shenseea has achieved crossover success. I don't think the crossover success was the magnitude of which the Jamaican crowd expected. Like them thinks that she was going to come to the US, put out a song, probably collaborated by someone else famous American, and shoot to the top of the charts and hit #1 on US Billboard right away or something like that. And because that didn't happen, then they're like, oh, she failed. She a fail. She not failing. It's stages to this. It's stages to this. She is definitely in their tabloids now. Them talk about her now on an everyday basis, just like how Spice is in their tabloids now and talked about amongst them on a daily basis. You have to get in the door first. She's in the door. People are still speculating about her relationship with London on the Track. Are they together? Are they not together? You know, are they? Me no know. Me no follow them that close. Anyways, shout out to Urban Island. So Shenzia will be heading to her next club gig in a fully blacked out Lamborghini Urus. And there's no doubt that Shenzia is one of the hardest working Jamaican artists, whether male or female. Her success locally and then internationally is no surprise because she has been on her grind since scoring her big hit, Ludi, with Vibes Cartel. I'm telling us the Vibes Cartel have an eye for talent, and when he co-signed it, it's out of there. People keep saying, "Oh, true, you like the man, you love him more. Oh, you love Shakira, and you know them Bakti boy talk." He does. In Popcorn out there, Tommy Lee out there. If you name the biggest names right now in the industry, they have some affiliation, association with Vibes Cartel in some way or another. That tells me that they have an eye for music and talent, right? Beyond what we can see. So since 2016, when she burst on the scene with "Yeah, that's a player double six like Ludi" with Cartel, needless to say, she has come a long way and now perhaps one of only few Jamaicans that actually owns a Lamborghini. Not no regular Lamborghini either, you know. Shenseea shared a few photos and videos of her new truck on Instagram on Friday while sharing how proud she was of herself. And she said this: "I remember when I used to walk miles to work just so I could save the little I had. Even when I was 9 months pregnant." This is what the Jamaican singer wrote. She also said, "I promised myself that in the future I was going to get a Lambo. Now I bought one for myself. Sometimes I do it to show you it's possible. New keys, same drive." The new Lamborghini has a starting price point of around 230,000 US dollars. With options, can easily climb up to about can easily climb to 250. Given that Shenseea got hers with a whole lot of options, including custom matted black paint job and custom interior, her likely setback for hers is about 250,000 US dollars. That's around 38 million Jamaican dollars. Mm. So if you're wondering if she's successful or if she's getting money, because money equates to success nowadays, well, it does in a sense. Because you can't tell me say you're successful but you're broke. You're not able to feed your family off of something. You're not able to sustain yourself daily off of something you haven't succeeded yet. Let's just be for real. Let's keep it 100, right? You know, people are getting at them feelings and talk about, so I saw a money makes somebody successful to you, or a money makes somebody work this or that. No, it's just a marker that things are going well. She sells a product, right? She moves a product. Her herself is an image that she's selling along with her music, and it's selling. It's selling so good that she was able to not only purchase the Lambo but to customize it upon purchase. Now you know, so you can't rent them. Well, you can rent them, but you can't have these cars off lease and you have to go and buy your car. This Lamborghini debuted in 2018, the Urus version that she has, and since then the super SUV has become one of the hottest sellers, in particularly amongst famous people, right? Americans have them. I love to see when our Jamaicans get there. I told you all this before. Watching Americans, young Americans, African Americans, or people within our culture, dancehall, reggae, rap, R&B, that type of stuff, because it's all one. Watching how they command 100,000 US dollars for a show, 250,000 US dollars per appearance, and it's somebody that you don't really know, but they have a whole following out there. I always say to myself, so I want to see some Jamaican artists come do this. Because a lot of our Jamaican artists are some $2,000, $5,000 US, they're doing shows for, you know, when their counterparts in another genre are doing shows, you are doing it for 5,000 or 2,500, they're doing it for 250,000. See? Shenseea, I think she knew also that she could never get to this lifestyle she dreamed of for herself by strictly doing dancehall music. And I don't think she could either. First of all, the dancehall crowd, them not buy records. They don't really buy records. Yes, they come to shows, but there's only so many shows that you can do on the island of Jamaica before people just tired of you and I want to see you again. And then if you go overseas, if you're only doing dancehall, you're kind of pigeonholed to these certain concerts and venues. And then after a while, people don't want to see you again. You know, where you gonna do? Best of the best. How many times I'm gonna see you on best of the best? All right, I'm tired of seeing now. And book somebody else. So I think she knew that in order to get to this place, she had to diversify her portfolio and start doing collaborations and switch up the style of the music. Me see she sing a song the other day, a cappella, with a youth that play a piano beside her. When me say Jamaican people wicked, yo, them beat the girl, them beat her so till. That comment section, some of them were okay. Shenzia, we love you, but this is not it. And next person say, me know say you accidentally upload this. Please take it down quick. And next person, and a feature, she a feature, you know. I give a sneak peek into one of her songs that are coming, or one of her songs that she a work on. And the whole feedback, I'm telling you, I went through all of them. Is like probably had like say 1,000 comments there. She probably had like 2 or 3 good comments. And even the good comments were, we support you, we like you, we're not gonna say nothing bad. Please take this down. Kind of stuff like that. It's funny when your own people talk to you like that, and then you succeed beyond their wildest dreams. Yeah, them probably think Shenseea did not come by a little Benz, of course, because she tour a lot, she work a lot, you know. And she said, no, I don't want no $60,000 Benz. Maybe she'll get a BMW X7 custom out. Yeah, I don't want no $80,000 car either, $70,000 car either. Me have bigger dreams for myself. What you want? I want Maserati. Me want Lamborghini Urus. Why them they're like 250,000 US, you know? Yes, I want that. And me want my finances to be so good that when me see it, me just buy cash. And yeah, everything else set already. So if you're going to talk down on me, she have an expensive car. I hope her picnic college money set aside already. I hope she have some real estate put on. I hope she invest in something else. Them just take the money and dash it up on jewelry and car, and I have all that in place already too. I watched her recently, not too long ago. She did a video where she said she was actually on a piece of land that she had just purchased, on a piece of property she had just purchased, and she was like, "Yes, I'm in real estate. I'm into real estate. I'm investing my money. I'm buying properties. I'm also, you know, cause this dance, this music thing here, you don't know when your time is gonna be up. Even though she not plan for her time to be up no time soon, but she put her money to good use in the meantime. Put away this much, make sure little man taken care of. I want picnic she have and all this other stuff. All those things are in place. And I have some money we can splash out and buy one of them here and look good and feel good. These kind of things. I'm up there with the stars who drive these. Why should I step into the room and be way less than anybody else? You know what I mean? So I think the problem though with our people is some dolly body girl are gonna see this and feel like they deserve a Lamborghini too now. So them are gonna stress out them broke man now for Lamborghini. Or them drug dealer man for Lamborghini. But she's a star, she's a superstar. And she does what you don't do. Nobody now book you right through the year. She booked right through the year. And they're commanding a good amount of money for these shows that she's doing. When they said Shenseea was done in Jamaica, right off in a Jamaica, me I watch a show the other day, a stage show, big stage show. And Ramesh he up on stage. And Ramesh call out, he didn't call out nothing. Him take the mic and him say a few words. And at the beginning of one of her songs dropped. And she ran out on the stage and the place turned over. I said, yeah, them people here really two-faced though, cause them beat her up on social media. She dead, she run, we left Jamaica. Me not even listen to her music again, blah, blah, blah. You there at the venue, you don't know she's gonna show up. And she show up and you, yeah. So you know, Don't listen to people when it comes to your dreams and your goals and your vision for yourself, right? Hard work make you spend how you want to spend. No pussy test. Hashtag. This is, I think this is Ramesh that wrote this. Shenyang. Yeah, him say test. One hashtag Shenyang. Me soon come fart up them leather seat there. Ramesh wrote under the comments for our thing. So yeah, man, big up to Shenzia. She out here the big things with herself. Very proud of you. Good, like to see it. I see she and I something there. See? And she can reminisce and say, yo, remember when we used to walk miles and miles and couldn't afford. So if you come from them humble beginnings there and not forget where you come from and give praises along the way as you get your little and your little till your little becomes a lot and you're thankful the whole way. Me like to see them kind of something there. So with that said, right along, moving right along again. Rami said, can't wait to see her and go fart up the leather, seat them in another truck there. And you know Ramesh is close to Shenzia. We thought they were a couple for a while. We also thought that Raj, which is Shensea's son, was actually Ramesh's child. Kill me dead. We still think Ramesh picnic time look just like Ramesh. And then we see the baby father, and the baby father don't look like the son don't look like the baby father, the son look more like Ramesh. So me don't know. But I'm not here to give somebody's child to another person. I'm just saying what I see. See it? All right. 30 years minimum for murder in Jamaica is what is on the table right now. The offense of murder could soon attract more stringent penalties as the government prepares to take legislation to parliament in a matter of weeks to increase the minimum sentencing for the heinous crime of murder to 30 years. This would mean that the judge would start at 30. There's no way you can get anything less than 30. These are called mandatory minimums in the United States of America. Some man get caught up and them have a little bit of drugs on them, but because this is their third time being caught with it, them have this 3 strike you're out rule and all other kinds of rules. So on paper it might look like, damn, they gave him 75 years for 1 ounce of weed. Well, that's not what it really was. Judges' hands were tied. Mandatory minimum takes that out of the judge's hands. So the judge can't, even if he want to, can't say, you know what, you're a very remorseful person. I see a bright future ahead of you. I think you can bounce back from this, but I think you still need to be taught a lesson. So hold them 5 years here, and hopefully when you come out, then you can be a better person. Go think about what you did. No, them charges, you say, the third time you come through, 60 years under your rotted, and you went through on a small charge but pick up a 60. So you have guys in prison that are doing 60 years, 70 years, and they didn't kill anybody. You know what I mean? They didn't kill anybody. They were caught with some drugs, weed even, but because of the mandatory minimum. I don't know if this is actually a good thing. I don't want to be no hypocrite. I'm one of the people that said it has to be a deterrent because the way how the youth them a move. Sidebar real quick. I saw a picture yesterday of a youth. This youth been charged with triple murder. He's 14 years old. Double murder, sorry. He's 14 years old charged with double murder. When they went through all his pictures and they showed his picture, everyone I picture them either have a gun finger like this or shooting like this or actually holding a real gun in the camera like that. All I'm picture them show him with him pants way down off him ass, just him body out the door with him boxers. I don't even know why guys feel comfortable walking around like that. But anyhow, he's 14. He's a kid. My Kosi's 14. So I see the picture and I left a comment and I said, yep, by the looks of him, he looked like he did it. Sometimes that's comedic. Sometimes it's not. Some people take it serious and start cuss me again. Yeah, that's the same thing the white man's gonna say about you, SoFlo. You look like you did it. Blah blah blah. It's a young black child. Blah blah blah. Here, hey, hello. Check this out. Why y'all always worried about what white people say? Me not worried about what them say. I don't live my life worried, well, what are the white people going to say? I need to make my decisions based on that. When I live my life about what white people have to say. And I'm not worried about white people killing me. You know who me worried about killing me or harming one of my children because this is their age group? Them. Them. Our Bugu Yaga type is what I'm worried about. White people don't, me not have no fear for them. The playing field has been leveled somewhat to some degree, way more than before when our ancestors them time till now. See, I'm worried about them. Pants off your ass, toting a gun, feel like you're entitled to people's life or their hard-earned stuff, ready to kill me for no reason, screw face me for no reason, all them kind of something there. And it's us. It's still us that's killing us more than anything else. That's factual. I don't want to hear about no slavery because it's a rotted crutch. Yes, teach your children the history of and teach them where it's at now when it's institutionalized and the barriers that are put in their ways. But don't walk around on that stuff like it's a friggin' crutch and something wrong with your leg, them. So y'all go hobble all the way through life and use this as a crutch. I hate to see people of my persuasion do that. Lean upon slavery all the time. Lean upon what the white man did and what happened to us all the time. And if me really check your whole history from your born till now, there were plenty of opportunities for you to elevate, and you just never elevate because you made stupid decisions, you made wrong decisions, you wanted to be cool to people who didn't matter in the long run, and these kind of things. So nobody come tell me about, yeah, that's the same thing. Why are you talking about a young black boy like that? Because they killing each other. And if I was around there trying to talk some sense into them, then probably would have tried kill me too. I seen this OG, the man did like 20 something years in a prison. Him approach some youth. The youth was on the sidewalk at a bus stop, had a gun in his waist, right? Pants off his ass again, shirt open, hat out the door, arguing with people. And the older guy went over there and he was like, yo, man, let me talk to y'all for a minute. And dude was like, what, you about to come over here and try to set me straight? You ain't my daddy. I don't want to hear nothing from you. And he was like, hey, man, I'm not, of course, I'm not your daddy, but I done been through some things and I could tell you some things. You look like you heading there right now. You know, so the youth start clutching gun, right? And all he kept saying in the camera was, I'm going to hit this fool. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to hit this fool. And then he turned to the man. The man keep on, I try to talk to him. And he turned to the man and I said, get the away from me, nip. He's like, you see what I got on me? And I'm like, look how aggressive you are to somebody that's trying to save you. No, sir. So I don't worry about white people. I worry about them. For me, one kind. Because most of we are dead, we are dying by the hands of our own kind. That way, right? So there is no such thing as residual effects, Philly yard vibes. Of course, there's residual effects, Philly yard vibes. But how long are we going to hold on to this? How long are we going to continue to use this as an excuse, as a crutch? There are so many people around you that are good examples, but yet you choose to see bad examples only. You choose to emulate bad examples only. Me never grew up in a perfect world. I never got nobody prison yet. I never grew up in a perfect world. I grew up with the same things you grew up with. I grew up right where, and I lived amongst the drug dealers, and I lived amongst the killers, and I lived amongst the who are bad man, gunman, and then I lived amongst the people who taught you how to say, hey, you don't pass that grown person without greeting them, good morning, sir, good morning, ma'am, say thank you, good afternoon. You know what I'm saying? We grew up a certain different way. So I could have chosen to emulate all the other one them that are parasites among us and then blame it on some, oh, slavery did a number on us, man, a hell of a 400 years, and then residual effects. And, you know, it trickled down because my grandmama did and my mom. Break some damn generational curses. Break the cycle. That's what you're here for. You're not here to come make more excuses, on top of more excuses. Even if you are 3 generations deep, 4 generations deep in poverty, Because your great granny did have picnic early and she grew up in a wash shack and she never bettered herself through her whole life because that's how the system was back then. Limited opportunity. Things got a little bit better in your grandmother generation now. Okay, people start march. Laws started to be changed, but we still had Jim Crow and all these other things. You have to go over there. So if you're black, back at the bus over there, so that water fountain, that bathroom only can't go in that restaurant. Come down a little further now in your mom's generation and your dad's generation, things got even more better. They were able to be college educated. They were able to do this. They were able to do that. And even coming up out of all that poverty, somebody along the line should have said, I'm here to break these generational cycles. I want to be the first one from my family to go off to college. I want to be the first one to get a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, an associate's degree. I want to be the first one to go off into medfield. I want to be the first one to do this. I want to be an entrepreneur, start a business, build a legacy, pass something on for the next generation, something, something. Nobody left us nothing from way back when, can't to blame some of them because they didn't have a choice, right? But as it came down the line, we noticed that people had choice, but just kept making stupid decisions. Oh, I'm traumatized because my daddy was coming out of his granddaddy was brutal and he beat him and then he beat me. And then, okay, you know that though. You know that. You know what the problem is. So how about you find a solution and pull your damn self up by your bootstraps? I'm not saying it didn't happen to us. I'm not saying disregard it. Be very well aware, keep it at the forefront of your mind, be very educated about what the process was and what it has done to us. But don't get stuck on it and spend your whole life on crutches talking about what was done to us. So, yeah, on that note, when I saw that, so back to the 30 years minimum in Jamaica now, I still don't think them youth here are going to be phased by no 30 years minimum. I don't. I think when they're out there doing it, their crimes, they think that I can never get caught. And some of them think me not gonna live that long anyway. Because some of them have a death wish. I've spoken to some of these younger people, yo, Uncle Floor, Brother Floor, whatever they want to call me. Here we are still in about, and they're not changing path. Even when we try show them pen and paper, write it down. Step 1, 2, and 3. Do this, this, and this. Them still don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. They choose that. So I don't think 30 years at a minimum is really going to deter anybody. Who want kill go kill regardless, and then face the consequences later. I think something more. You see, if them did say like 55 years at a minimum, now, if you are telling me, say, me are 25, and my head chip and still not put on too good, and you tell me, say, me clap down a Monday over there, so a 55 at a minimum me I go get. So, brother, 55 plus 25. So, me I go be about 80 sitting when me come out of prison now, so me not do it. And that's the minimum them I go start at. Me I think about the next way. 30? Nah, they young. They young. They thinking, can go rob at 30 years. Although it's dumb to think that way because 30 years in prison is forever. It's forever. It's a long rotted time that. See? But they're not thinking that way. Them think 30, I see man do 30 and come back out already and look good to still look clean like so them feel like them can't actually do it. What do you think? Do you think 30 is enough to set a deterrent, or do you think as the minimum, or do you think it should be more? Or do you think death penalty should be reinstated? Philly Yard vibes say they kill each other every day, not even the death penalty will deter. Yeah. But you know what, Philly Yard vibes, you know what I find is funny? Stella Gray Passmore says, no wicked police are gonna set them up. Well, I know you have to keep yourself out of the way where wicked police can't set you up. You see, we have to stop act like we don't watch people walk into things all the time and then ball victim later. You and your little brethren them, but always I go around at that park, they go hang out around at that place there. maybe it's time to stop. Maybe it's time to come inside and get some books and further your education, or learn a new skill, a new trade, or do something else. Take your time. You know, Granny used to say the devil find work for idle hands, and sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time and get caught up. Nobody couldn't put me in a no wrong place at no wrong time. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect human being again. I'm just going off of my life choices as an example. Because I don't know nobody else own better than my own. I was never in no wrong place at no wrong time. So that wasn't an excuse I could use. You hear what I just said? I was never in no wrong place at no wrong time. It wasn't going nowhere. The only place you're going to catch me when I was growing up is track and field. I was with the coaches on a track field. I was on my way home, straight shot, same route every day. That. I graduated school, start work. I was working before. Anyways, I started working at 14. My first job was packing bags at Winn-Dixie and taking people groceries out to their cars. See? 14. So me always did inner something positive. That is what you have to do. That is what you have to do. Oh, no job not there for the youth them. Well, find something for do. I see some woman in Jamaica, not now going for them. Some part up in the hills like Clarendon and these places. Ackee tree look like them grow wild. And it's ackee season. And a whole heap of vehicle come through. Enough people busy. People don't have time. They go pick ackee, climb tree, pick ackee, open up, clean up ackee. You have to clean the ackee, bust off the seed, clean out. There's something them in there where we kill you. All these things. A lady said, she got pick breadfruit, roast the breadfruit them, pick ackee from all of them tree here. Nobody I tell her no. So she pick them. She clean up the ackee them, bag them up, and she have a fire with breadfruit and roast on the side. She have a thing of butter, and she have a pot where she have some ackee and saltfish in her. So when people are drive on the road now, rotted, hot roast breadfruit with some ackee and saltfish, or just cook, or just give me the saltfish, or yo, I want a breakfast tomorrow morning, so I pick up a bag of ackee on my way home from work. So wifey or me now, if I go climb ackee tree and pick the, there's always a way. There is always a way to better yourself. Today's youth, none of them have too much pride. I'm not gonna sell no occupant no sidewalk or no. You feel like you talk to dog. I deserve more than that. But how you deserve more than that and you haven't done anything? You're just born and deserve so. The whole of we deserve more than that. But you're born a certain way and you have to work yourself up out of them situation and circumstances there. Literally. We see them in Jamaica all the time, especially up in the rurals. Catch it on the sidewalk right that's up on the, not even a sidewalk, no there. And you see the little cook shop them as you go by, and you have your ackee and you have your this and your that and whatever, roast breadfruit, roast yam. Do something other than be in the wrong place at the wrong time, round your brethren them who you know say some of them in there cause trouble. And then when it falls back on you now, I set me up in a dog. John no star. 30 years, me I go to prison for now. Don't be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Some things are unavoidable, like Walmart, being at work, in the lunchroom, on your lunch break, and the store manager come in and just start execute people. That's what happened with that. So with the Walmart story, it said, headline says at least 7 are dead. See, I said I was hoping this wasn't a black man. I was hoping this was not a melanated brother. And the reason why is because typically, mass shooters are Caucasian, for one. Not saying it's good or bad. You've had a few melanated people do the same thing though, but for the most part, majority of them were normally Caucasian people. And when I saw the picture of who it was, his picture is on the icon for this video this morning. When we see the picture of who it was, I was like, damn, brother man cracked. He cracked under pressure. Them thing that you can't avoid. That's wrong place, wrong time for me. Not you go to the idiot brethren them who you know say cause trouble and police collar them up and know them a set them up And you are talking about I was just at the wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time is being in the lunchroom at work. I came in, I clocked in, I'm doing my 8-hour shift. Manager already asked me if we can stay an extra 2 hours because it's the holiday season. I need the money. So I'm going to stay the extra 2 hours, get some overtime pay or some extra pay. I take a lunch break, sit down in the lunch room, break room, and my manager, my store manager comes in executing people. Wrong place, wrong time, my friend. No joke. I used to work at Walmart. I know people say, why SoFlo have a store for everything, but yeah, me a big man, long time there. I've lived life. I used to work at Walmart. Walmart was my first job, and then when Mr. Me I worked two jobs, it was Walmart 2 to 10, and then 7-Eleven 11 to 7. Them the two places that me used to work. So when me come and say, big up to the people them who work multiple jobs, I have the utmost respect for you. Me know that. I did that for 4 years straight to put myself on a level, right? All right. I can speak of the culture that I knew from Walmart. The culture I knew from Walmart was like a slave plantation kind of culture. Like people would come through the store and them stop you to ask you stuff. Hey, could you tell me what aisle the flour is on? And you're like, it's on the baking aisle, aisle 8. And then the customer is like, I went up and down that aisle. I swear I didn't see it. Can you like take me over there, show me where it's at? You're trying to be a good customer service individual that work at the same store, right? So you left where you do, you go walk them over there, show them where the flour is. Next thing you hear, SoFlo, could you come to the manager's office immediately? You're like, what the hell? Go in the manager's office now, and they're like, so we see you here on camera talking with this person. You were talking for quite some time. We noticed no work was being done, and then you walked all over across the store and then you guys ended up over here. Is this somebody that you know outside of work or what? And I'm like, this happened for real enough. I said, I'm assisting a customer. You guys said we need to assist the customers, and if they can't find stuff, take them to it, right? I'm doing my job. Well, could you try to do it in a faster manner next time? Because no, when them do all this and make their employees feel like this, they're doing this so they can maximize productivity. Them want you, as long as you're on the clock, you're moving, working. There is no standstill time. There is no rest time. Damn, my back hurt. Let me take a second, lean up right there. So, hey, what you leaning up over there for? Come on, man. Gotta go. Come on, help us take this over here. And you're like, damn, I just finished unloading the truck. I'm moving the pallet over there. I'm unpacking the boxes over there. I was just taking a breather. You're in the back. I was just taking a breather, a 2-second breather. We don't pay you for that. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. We got stuff to do. Yes, Soji. I'm telling people who never been inside of it, that's the work culture inside of Walmart when I was there. So, and I have no doubt it's probably still the same way now. Them have a room, and that is the reason why I said them Jamaican students there that were on the work program that came here, they couldn't choose a different worse place to go shoplift. One time when them called me back there, the door open, and I walk in our room, and all I saw in there was cameras around the whole room. It was like half of a 360 beer camera. Literally, it could easily have been a couple hundred cameras in there. And you have guys that I didn't even know so work at the store. For them job was to sit down in there and monitor all the camera them. And then that's when you hear, hey, we got a shoplifter on aisle 7. Yes, he's wearing a red shirt, blue jeans. He just picked, okay, he ditched the item. He just threw it behind the, and that for them job and run out and come get people and all that. And I never know them thing that till them call me around there. Them I call me around there to question me about who I was talking to outside just now. Why was it taking so long for me to get back to packing the stuff out and all this? I'm like, yo, we can't do this. So while I was doing that, I told myself, this can't be it for me. Me not like this. Man, my mother have restaurant down the road, But me did I try to play independent and big. And so people used to come from up and see me on my knees in Walmart cleaning out the bottom shelf in the dairy section, and them used to say stuff like, "Bruh, why you in here doing this? Don't your mama have a matter of fact? I just came from your mom's restaurant. Don't your mama have? Why you not working at your mom's restaurant? You know, Nah, independence man. I try going like the big on thing. Man, go get in your mom's restaurant and help your mother run that place, man, and all that. Even my mom used to come there. She used to walk past me and I said, hmm, that's what you want to do and stuff. So I had options, but me just did I try be, you know, independent and put myself in a place because I had just came off a deployment. I was getting out the military. I was trying to get my head back right. I was very paranoid of being in a crowd around people. The army kind of taught me to just run into your problems head on and solve them, don't run away from them. So I thought the only way that I could start being comfortable in a crowd or around civilians and stuff is if I submerge myself into it. What better way than to go work in a place like Walmart where I'm put out on the floor where people just come and go all day? Yeah. I think I told you all a story about one day when a mosque let out that was close by, and I didn't know that there was a mosque close by. Remember, I know me just come from over, so you know. So a mosque close by, I'm see all these people in hijab and stuff, and they're coming towards my section in the store. I feel like the wall them did a close in, I couldn't breathe, all this, me run gone. Yo, me shut it out of the store so fast because my mind was like, yep, they're coming for you. Them problems overseas has followed you home. Blah blah blah. It was that kind of a tumultuous time for me. Not to go too deep into that story, but stick to the real story, which is the shooting at Walmart. I've been there. I've worked there for years. Not just go there and go work a 1 month, 2 month. I worked there for years. And at Walmart, that is the culture. The culture is crack that whip, get that productivity up. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The manager, Andre Bing, they said is the night manager. Andre Bing, name of the alleged mass shooter at the Chesapeake Walmart store who killed at least 10 people. This is saying 10 people. I don't think it was 10 people. I think it was 7 people that got killed. And here is Andre. Now, the brother put himself on social media before him actually exit stage left. So when we see him sitting pop up, I was like, oh boy. So that's the shooter. That's the shooter. People who were there gave their accounts. One you would say, yo, the manager just came into the break room and just started blowing, just started blasting. At least 7 dead after the manager opens fire in a Virginia Walmart. I think it's important for us to go through this because a lot of you are going to get some time off from work right now. Some are going to run on some Black Friday sales. Thanksgiving is coming up. This is a very touchy time to be losing family members and to be out in public and not know what to do when the hits the fan. I think I can give you some pointers. See? Gunman opened fire in a busy Walmart on Tuesday night, slaughtering 6 people in a senseless attack just days before Thanksgiving. That's the headline. The shooter, believed to be the store manager, which confirmed now that it is also dead. Officers responded about 10:15 p.m. to a report of a shooting at a Walmart at Sam's Circle in Chesapeake, where they found multiple people dead from these gunshot wound injuries. The city said in a tweet at 4:30 a.m. on Wednesday that there were 7 fatalities, including the shooter. A worker claimed that the gunman was the store manager and that he turned his gun on himself after the attack. The youth actually did a video and went live, and he was like, it was wild, yo. It was wild. It was the manager, one of the managers, yo. He was on Facebook Live and he was explaining how he himself narrowly avoided it. The man said, just done eat in that break room and get up and leave. As soon as he walk out the break room, he heard pow, pow, gunshots in the break room. It was wild. It was the manager. He blew his own brains out and everything. He killed the girl in there and everything. He came in and he just started spraying. Man, I'm sorry for the victims. I just left the break room. Manager came in there, started capping people in there. Sadly, we lost a few of our associates, he added, as a woman was heard crying at his side. So I went live right there in our parking lot from the scene after I'm run out at store. Police have not confirmed the report about who the gunman was, but they have now. Um, and that's it. That's him. Y'all be careful out there. You see this thing about going into the store, especially them crowded time here of year. Uh, I'm antsy. You see, when my wife want to go shopping, it's best for her to go by herself because she could tell you. And you know, a woman not gonna like them something there. Cause me going to the store, mission focused. I'm in the store, I'm thinking, I want juice, it's on aisle 7. I want milk, it's to the back of the store. I want eggs, it's right next to where the milk's at. I want a bread, the bread that's on 6. I want vegetables, those are right up front, out. And I really walk in the store and I'm like, okay, boom, bam, bam, get that, bam, bam, back, out. I'm not in the store pushing my stroller thought, oh, let me see what they have on sale in here today. And I like them here. Them here look too good. Oh, but these look good though. All right, let me go over to the next aisle now and see what them have over there today. It's sad that you can't do that because in a super center Walmart literally have everything in there, you know, from the rooter to the tutor. Everything is in there. You want sex toys? Them in there too. Walmart done diversified, my friend. All sex toys in there. Lubrication and sex toys and all kind of thing in there. Anything you want in there, it's in there. If you want something for your yard, something for your car, automotive, anything you want is in a super center Walmart. So it's sad that you can't walk around in a shopping space. And I was reading a report this morning that says mass shootings in America is the reason why the mall has died. This is how the mall was killed. The mall. For those of you who've been here for a while, and remember when we used to go to the mall and the mall was busy and crowded and everybody in the mall, up the escalator, down the escalator, shopping bags, especially holiday seasons. Now when you go to most malls, it's sparse. You have a whole heap of space in there. You can kickball through most malls today. Right? Online shopping killed it. Nah, bro. The mall. Because here what? That's I mean, you could say online shopping killed it, and you might be right, it might contribute to it, but these shootings have been going on before online shopping became the thing. And the mall was dying before online shopping became the thing. People were just afraid to go out. So yeah, online shopping might have contributed because now people are like, I prefer to shop online because I get better prices or I have more choices and I'm safer. I don't have to worry about who's going to come in and shoot up. Instead of browsing a store shelf, I could browse these pages and see what I like, what I don't like, get it in my size, all this other stuff. Truth of the matter is, human beings are social creatures. So we like to congregate, we like to be around others. So the mall wasn't just for shopping, the mall used to be a place for hangout. The mall, teenagers go to the mall just to hang out. I did it. The mall used to be a place to hang out. You get something to eat at the food court, you chill with your favorite people. You know what I mean? As teenagers, we used to watch girls pass. This is where we used to go talk to girls at the mall and get phone numbers and whatnot and all that stuff. So the mall wasn't just for, that's why I say it's not online shopping that killed the mall because people would still be going to the mall. It's the shootings, according to them, which I see sense in it. It's sad that you can't go out and just enjoy yourself shopping, browsing, you know. But I tell you guys all the time as my audience, when you're outside, me paro. I'm already paro, but I'm paro because of my background. But you need to be a little bit paro too, because the world is not as safe as you might want to think it is. And the thing about tragedy like this is it strikes no warning. You're dead, you think it's all good, and then boom, sadness and crying and gunshot flying, people dying and all these things. out of nowhere. And you will really tell yourself, I live in a place, a safe area. This will never happen here. And most of the time it happens in places where people are extremely safe or feel like they're safer than anybody else. And it goes down there. Don't you notice that? Anytime you put the camera upon them, you hear, oh my God, I would have never expected something like this to happen in a place like this. We never have anything like this happen around here. I'm so shocked. Nowhere not safe. When you're out in public, nowhere is safe. Always remember this. People wake up feeling suicidal. People wake up feeling homicidal. People are deranged that are living amongst us. Clean clothes, mud people that amongst us on a daily basis. I'm not trying to make you paro. I'm trying to make you a person who is aware of your surroundings at all times, and more likely one of the ones who can spot when something is off and get out as fast as you can. Closing this video, I'm gonna say this. When I was working at Walmart, I never ate lunch in the lunchroom. Never. Because the lunchroom to me at the Walmart I worked at, it just looked like a one way in, one way out kind of something. And I always said to myself, so what if somebody ran back here? I wasn't thinking manager. I said, what if somebody ran back here and started shooting? I'll be trapped in this room. I used to go outside and eat lunch in my vehicle. Plus, I'm here for 8, 9 hours anyways. Me no want to sit down in a lunchroom inside of the same place. I have a good amount of time. I can go outside, catch some fresh air and all that, and observe the parking lot, see what I go on and stuff like that. I used to do that, right? But what can you tell people that went to work? You know, it's customary to, it's a place they feel safe. How much the camera in here? Nobody can get away with nothing in here. And the last person you would think would do something like that was exactly the person that did it. The manager. The manager is supposed to be watching how the store are run, which employees are performing up to standard, who are gonna get the Christmas bonus this year, which section of the store is doing better than what section, what items are out of place that need to be replenished. All this stuff is a money season. So we're in here to make money. We're in business. You're not thinking this manager is so stressed out that he feels like killing himself today, but him also feel like kill somebody. Don't know why he chose who he chose. Them said he went into the break room, shot a girl in her head, bow, then started shooting at others. Then he went over to the grocery section and let off about 10 shots and then turned the gun upon himself. That's the times we're living in. And Walmart vets their managers before they make them manager at a store level. At a store level. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some college background, a degree, and a something, because at a store to be a manager of a whole location, we're not talking about section manager, to be a manager of a whole store. He was vetted. They didn't see that sign of crazy. So he broke. Be careful out there. Be careful who you're around. Keep your head on a swivel. Be careful of the places that you go. Sometimes it's okay, man, to just stay home. It's okay to just stay home. And watch this. I don't know how spiritually connected you are, but there's a vibe inside. I'm led by a vibe inside. You see, if me I go somewhere, I could be all the way almost there. If a vibe inside I may say, turn around and go back to your yard, guess what? Some people gonna be disappointed. And I can't explain it to them because them always are like, yeah man, you just never want to come on my thing anyway. I bet you're not even left your house. Anything you say, man, whatever. No, the vibe hit me. I was almost there. I got the vibe. Said turn around and go back on my yard. And me turn around and go back on my yard. You have to say your thing get shut up. You have to say bad things happen over there. Me lucky me never go. That. So listen to that vibe. Maybe nothing don't happen, but keep your eyes open around you. A lot of you walk into public like this nowadays. Even while you're pushing a stroller, a trolley with your grocery. See ya? And you stop and you search and you answer text and your head is all down here. You want to put this away when you're in public. Keep your eyes up here where you can see everything around you. All right. With that said, that's all we have for you this morning. My condolences goes out to those surviving members of these victims' families. This is a repeating thing. It's not going to stop. There are going to be more. Uh, the U.S. is mass shooting central, if you don't know it. And yeah, that's what it is. Be safe. Be safe. I'll catch y'all tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts, man. One love to each and every one of you. Be safe out there. Thank you for tuning in. Big up on yourself. All right. One love. Peace.